आज हम लोग जानते हैं कि रिसर्च, स्पोर्ट्स रिसर्च क्या है. व्हाट इज़ द स्पोर्ट्स रिसर्च? In sports research, focus on sports itself, addressing sports experiences and a delivery from diverse disciplinary perspectives, including sports management, sports coaching, sports governance and policy, and sports and exercise science. तो अब हम देखें कि व्हाट इज़ द स्पोर्ट्स रिसर्च. तो आपको ये समझ में आ गया होगा कि क्या है ना. अब अगर हम बात करें कि हाउ इज़ रिसर्च यूज्ड इन स्पोर्ट्स, हाउ इज़ रिसर्च यूज्ड इन स्पोर्ट्स, तो इट्स priorities are boosting performance, especially at elite level, and promoting innovation, increasing participation in sports and the importance of the sports within the community, promoting vitality and health through sports and physical activity. तो इस तरीके से आपको समझ में आ गया होगा कि हाउ इज़ द रिसर्च यूज्ड इन स्पोर्ट्स. अगर आप प्रश्न करें कि व्हाट इज़ द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ रिसर्च इन स्पोर्ट्स, व्हाट इज़ द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ रिसर्च इन स्पोर्ट्स, तो हम कह सकते हैं कि स्पोर्ट्स रिसर्च इज़ डिज़ाइन टू एक्सप्लेन द अंडरलाइंग, क्या कह सकते हैं हम लोग, स्पोर्ट्स रिसर्च इज़ डिज़ाइन टू एक्सप्लेन द अंडरलाइंग mechanisms about how athletes functions. It gives coaches and athletics a way to gain solid information and apply it to sport performance. It helps coaches from beliefs about how to develop programs and coaching techniques. तो हम लोग ये समझ सकते हैं कि टेक्निक्स और टैक्टिक्स बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है. तो ये हमारा आंसर होता है. अगर अब प्रश्न ये आता है कि व्हाट आर द 3 टाइप्स ऑफ स्पोर्ट्स, the different types of sports categories, individual sports, partner sports, team sports, extreme sports. ठीक है. अब what is the primary research in sport? What is the primary research research? Primary research is research conducted by you or your team that examines and collects information directly from the context to the design problem. Clear? What is a primary research? In sports? So primary research is a research conducted by you or your team that examines and collect informations from the context of the design problem. ठीक है. How do you write a research structure? तो helpful rules: focus on a central contributions, write for those who do not know your work, use the context content conclusion approach, avoid superfluous information and use parallel structures, summarize your research in the abstract, explain the importance of your research in the introduction. What is the purpose of research in sports and exercise science? What is the purpose of research in sports and exercise science? The exercise components of sports and exercise science focuses on the positive benefits, the physical activity on health outcomes. Research in this area helps prevent and treat conditions and disease such as a diabetes and a cardiovascular disease. such as the diabetes and cardiovascular disease. Why is qualitative research important in sports? Why is qualitative research important in sport? So, the results of qualitative research can inform stakeholders about facilitators and obstacles to exercise motivation and adherence, the influence of experiences, beliefs, disability and capability on physical activity. Physical activity, exercise, engagement and performance, and to test strategies that maximize physical performance. Right? What is the quantitative research in sports? What is the quantitative research in sports? Quantitative research is used to identify evidence of a cause and an effect relationship, and is used to collect data from a larger population than qualitative research. डाउने एंड आयरलैंड 1979 में इसको बताया था कि quantitative research is used to identify evidence of a cause and effect relationships and is used to collect data from a larger population than a qualitative research. What is research important? Research opens you up to different opinions and new ideas. Research opens you up to different opinion and new ideas. It also builds discerning and analytical skills. Discerning and analytical skills. The research process rewards curiosity. The research process rewards curiosity. When you are committed to learning, you're always in a place of growth. Right? Is yoga a sport? Is yoga a sport? Many people wonder, is yoga considered a sport? As both of them. Many people wonder, is yoga considered a sport? As both of them are a physical activity and share similar benefits. But yoga not only involves physical aspects but also spiritual and philosophical aspects. But also spiritual and philosophical aspects that are not present in sports. Sports are highly competitive, whereas yoga does not involve any kind of competitions. Is yoga a sports? So my answer, many people wonder, is yoga considered a sport? As both of them are a physical activity and share similar benefits. But yoga not only involves physical aspects but also spiritual and philosophical aspects that are not present in sports. Sports are highly competitive, whereas yoga does not involve any kind of competitions. क्लियर? तो हम लोग ये कह सकते हैं योगा एक खेल नहीं है. Next questions. What is a secondary research in sports? What is a secondary research in sport? Secondary sources involve generalization, analysis, synthesis, interpretations or evaluations of the original information after the event, written or produced after the event has passed, with the benefits of hindsight. Where is research used? Where is research used? Where is research used? The conceptual use of research is a potentially powerful way to inform policy. The conceptual use of research is a potential power way to inform policy. When used conceptually, research serves to introduce new ideas, help people identify problems and appropriate solutions in new ways, and provides new frameworks to guide thinking and action. Right? Next question: what is the important of what is the importance of research in physical education? What is the importance of research in physical education? And then my answer: it reduces the efforts and increases the efficiency, dignifies the work, brings confidence. Right? It reduces the efforts and increases the efficiencies, dignifies the work, brings confidence. What is meant by the team research? What is meant by team research? Research is defined as the creation of new knowledge. Research is defined as the creation of new knowledge and or the use of exciting knowledge. Exciting knowledge in a new and creative way, so as to generate new concepts, methodologies and understandings. This could include synthesis and analysis of previous research to the extent that it leads to new creative outcomes. Right? Do you think research is important? Do you think research is important? It plays an important role in discovering new team treatments. It play an important role in discovering new treatment and making sure we use exciting treatments in the best possible ways. Research can find answers to things that are unknown that are unknown, filling gaps in knowledge and changing the way that healthcare professionals work. Clear? So which is type of research method used in sports psychology? Next question: which is type of research method used in sports psychology? 6 categories of research method in sports and exercise psychology are introduced. Here, including the experimental approach, psychometric approach, multivariate correlation approach, meta-analytic approach, idiosyncratic 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 approach and qualitative approach. Right? Qualitative research. What is a qualitative research? A good example of a qualitative research method would be unstructured interviews which generate qualitative data through the use of open questions. This allows the respondent to talk in some depth, choosing their own words. This helps the researcher develop a real sense of a person's understanding of a situation. Right? Next question: what is mixed method research in sports? What is mixed methods research in sports? So methods research is a relatively new approaches in the field of sports medicines, where the benefits of a qualitative and a quantitative research are combined while offsetting the others flaws. What are sports about? Sports means all forms of physical activity which through casual or organized participation aim at expressing or improving physical fitness and a mental well-being, forming social relationship or obtaining results in a competitions at all levels. Okay. What are the four types of research? There are many types of quantitative research: descriptive, correlational, causal, comparative, quasi-experimental, and experimental research. Right? What are the 8 characteristics of a research? 8 characteristics of research. The research should focus on a priority problem. First, the research should focus on a priority problem. The research should be systematic. The research should be systematic. The research should be logical. The research should be logical. The research should be reductive. The research should be replicable. The research should be generative. The research should be action oriented. Important is the research should be action oriented. Okay. What is the research problem? What is a research problem? A research problem is a statement about an area of a concern. A research problem is a statement about an area of a concern, a conditions to be improved by a difficulty, to be eliminated, or a troubling questions that exists in a scholarly literature, in theory, or in a practice that points to the need or a meaningful understanding and a deliberate investigation. Right? What is a research studies? What is a research studies? Research studies are done to discover new informations or to answer a question about how we learn, behave, and function with the end goal of benefiting society. Some studies might involve simple tasks like completing a survey, being observed among a group of people, or participating in a group discussion. Right? Next question: how important research as a student? How important research is as students? Studies reveal that research helps restore and protect memory and enhance mathematics and problem solving skills. Therefore, it prepares the mind for a better understanding of concepts and theories. A person's learning capacity is improved and they can perform better in comparison who is a reluctant to research. Right? And now अभी बंद करते हैं. Thank you.